The perfect tense. One of the verb tenses to talk about the past. Because the best life existed in the past, isn't it? Well, just kidding. The perfect tense comprises of verbs such as have eaten, finished, given, etc. Imagine you would be knowing how to say that you finished your exam portion and are all set for your examination after watching this video of this tense. Wouldn't that be great and useful? Okay. Hello, Lieblings. This is Charvi Sharma and you are watching my German series on Learn German A2 in 15 days. Today is day 9 of this playlist and we will be tackling the perfect tense. I will be taking you through the theory, the practice, exercises, everything about the perfect tense. But there's a gift for you in the description below. Well, I have compiled a list of all the perfect tense verb and put it in the form of a document. So, feel free to download it and use it for your exam revisions. Okay, moving on to the video. Wait, just before that, let me tell you something about my company, LanguageFluent. We teach 16 plus foreign languages and also provide translation, interpretation and overseas education services. To learn German officially with us, enroll for our course today. Links in the description. With that said, jetzt gehen wir weiter. Let's study the past tense. The perfect tense by answering a simple question. What is the perfect tense in German? Das Perfekt or the perfect tense in German language is nothing but one of the verb tenses used to refer to the past. It is mostly used to refer to a single rather than a repeated action. To help understand this better, I have a Beispiel for you or an example. The Beispiel says, Den Nachtisch habe ich schon gegessen. Den Nachtisch habe ich schon gegessen. This means I've already eaten the dessert. Now, let us move ahead and understand how do we actually use this present tense. Well, so here you go. In German, we use the perfect tense to explain something in an English form. That is, I have. So for example, we can say, I have finished the book. In German, we are going to say this as, Ich habe das Buch zu Ende gelesen. Ich habe das Buch zu Ende gelesen. Now, another way. In German, we translate the English form I give. Now, another example to understand this is, I gave him my number. Now, how do we say that in German? Ich habe ihm meine Nummer gegeben. Ich habe ihm meine Nummer gegeben. The perfect tense is also used with the word seit to describe a completed action done in the past. So, Beispiel for the same is, seit dem Unfall habe ich sie nur einmal gesehen. Seit dem Unfall habe ich sie nur einmal gesehen. This means, since the accident, I've only seen her once. Okay, now, since we've understood how to use the perfect tense, let us move ahead and understand how is it actually formed in the German language. So, here you go. Unlike the present tense and the imperfect tense, the perfect tense comprises of two parts. The first one is actually the present tense of the irregular verb haben, which means to have, and the irregular strong verb sein, which means to be. And these two verbs are known as auxiliary verbs. Okay, and the second part of the perfect tense is actually the main verb that is called the past participle. For example, given, finished, done, etc., as we have in the English language. So basically, in simpler forms, a perfect tense sentence comprises of the subject, the auxiliary verb, and the past participle of the root verb. Alright, now let us quickly learn the conjugation of the auxiliary verb haben. So, with ich, we write it as ich habe, du hast, er hat, sie hat, es hat. We have already done the conjugation of the verb haben in our A1 playlist when we did verbs and their conjugation. If you want to watch that video again, you can go there and revise a bit and come back and complete this video. Now, the second auxiliary verb we have is sein. Its conjugation is something like this. Ich bin, du bist, er ist, sie ist, es ist. Okay, now let us move ahead and know how do we form the past participle of the root verbs. So, this is how it goes. To form the past participle of weak verbs, we add a GE at the beginning of the verb and also add a T to end of it. So, here I have two verbs to help you understand this better. The main verb we have is holen, which means to fetch. And now, we take off the en, so that leaves us with hol, and its past participle after adding the ge and t becomes geholt. The second verb that we have is machen, which means to do or to make. After we remove the en, we are left with mach, and to form the past participle, we add the ge and a t ending, so it becomes gemacht. Easy, isn't it? Now, we have one exception here. So the exception is of weak verbs that end with an ending called ieren, iron. For example, studieren. Now this means to study. So the exception is that we do not add a ge at the beginning of such verbs. So studieren becomes studiert. Okay? Hope you'll keep this exception in mind. Moving on and understanding how in another way we can form the past participle. Well, for strong verbs, we add a ge at the beginning and an en to the ending instead of the t, like we had for the weak verbs. Alright, now I have two verbs here to help understand this better. Do keep this in mind that the vowel in the stem may also change sometimes. Okay? So here you go with the first verb. It says laufen, which means to run. So the past participle of laufen becomes gelaufen. The second verb that we have is called singen, which means to sing. And its past participle will become gesungen. Did you observe how the vowel changed? Okay, moving on and understanding how it works with the mixed verbs. For the mixed verbs, we simply add a ge to the beginning and a t at the end. Something like what we did for the weak verbs. But what we have to keep in mind is that the vowel in the stem may change. The first example for this verb is bringen, which means to bring. Its past participle will become gebracht. The second example is denken, which means to think. Now, the past participle of denken will become gedacht. Okay, gedacht. Alright, now I think that you should give yourself a pat on the back as we have completed the perfect tense. Great! Hooray! Isn't it? But wait for a second more. We have a fill in the blanks still left so that we can finalize our learning of the perfect tense. Let us finally understand if we've really understood the concept or not. Okay, so here I have for you an exercise called Fülle die Lücke aus. Now this means fill in the blanks. Okay, I will give you 10 seconds to think of the answer and tell me. Okay, are you ready for it? Here it goes. The first question for you is, Sie ist gestern in Urlaub dash. Sie ist gestern in Urlaub dash. And your helping verb here is fahren, fahren. Your sentence means, she traveled for a holiday yesterday. She traveled for a holiday yesterday. You have 10 seconds to tell me the past participle. Are you ready? Okay, time's up. Did you get the answer? The correct answer to this one is gefahren. Gefahren. Okay, moving on to the second question. The second one says, Ich habe jetzt Nacht nicht gut dash. Ich habe letzte Nacht nicht gut dash. And your helping verb here is schlafen. Schlafen. The sentence means, I couldn't sleep good yesterday night. Okay, you have 10 seconds to tell me the answer. Alright, do you know what is the correct answer? Well, yes, definitely. It is geschlafen. Alright, amazing if you got this one correct, guys. Moving to the third question for the day. The third one says, Wie viele CDs hast du dash? Question mark. Wie viele CDs hast du dash? Question mark. Now this means, how many CDs have you brought? And your helping verb here is kaufen. Kaufen. You have 10 seconds to tell me the answer. Yes, your time's up. So, tell me what is the answer? Well, of course, it is gekauft. Excellent. We added GE and a T ending. Gekauft. Amazing. And this has brought us to the last question for the day. How amazing is that? The last question for you guys says, Ich bin gestern die ganzen Abend zu Hause dash. Ich bin gestern den ganzen Abend dash. Okay, so can you tell me what is the answer to this? Well, the sentence of course means that I was home the entire day yesterday. And your helping verb is sein. So, what are you waiting for? Tick-tock, 10 seconds it is. Time's up. Please tell me you know the answer to this one. Well, the answer to this is gewesen. Gewesen. How lovely is that, isn't it? We just completed the perfect tense. We hope that you learned the perfect tense very well. Don't worry, with a little bit of practice, you will get better. Our next video in our playlist is on the topic Conjunctive 2 that deals with hypothetical hopes and wishes. I hope to become Mukesh Ambani someday. Or no, maybe something easier? A polyglot who has the knowledge of 50 plus languages. Isn't that amazing? Well, stay tuned to indulge in some of my fantasies. If you liked me and also this video, do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Tap the bell icon to get notifications for more such amazing videos. Alright, bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.